Hello and welcome back to the channel on Seymour Rosie. In this video we travel to Pensacola, Florida and visit the U.S. Naval Air Museum. So come along with us to Pensacola, Florida. Roll the intro. Welcome to the Seymour Rosie channel. Hi, my name is Dave and this is my wife Vicki, and we started our RV adventure in 2020 and in 2023 we went to Alaska. So join us as we travel around North America. Appreciate if you subscribe and like. Thank you. Our last video, we were in Mobile, Alabama. We left Mobile and drove to Fort Walton Beach, which is about an hour outside of Pensacola, and set up camp at this gorgeous campground. We got up the next morning and drove to Pensacola and went to the U.S. Naval Air Museum there in Pensacola, Florida. As we got to the parking lot, we had no problem finding a parking spot for Rosie. And as you enter the museum, you walk by this F-14 Tomcat. And this is what greets you as you walk in the main lobby there. And as you look to your left, you will see this awesome picture on the wall of the USS Nimitz coming straight at you. You walk around to the right side of the main lobby, and you have this screen on your right. And wait just a little bit as this F-14 Tomcat comes right over our heads. As you walk to the other end of the main lobby, you will come across this, the launch area of the USS Nimitz. A video screen they have set up, and up comes a blast gate. And you'll notice he wipes out the flight controls here, the pilot does, to make sure everything's good to go. Brings up the full afterburner power and gets launched off the end of the deck. But here in my video, we go from an aircraft carrier to a World War I pilot's lounge, where they might have relaxed after a harrowing day in the air, flying their antique airplanes, and then what an ambulance looked like during World War I. And pictured here is a World War I aircraft. And then we see one of the first float planes ever designed and built. It had wooden floats that needed emptied after each flight. This plane was called a Tommy, and the particular airplane I pictured earlier, or showed you earlier, flew in the Florida Keys after World War I. The next airplane we saw was this Curtiss flying boat, a 4-engine, large, very large airplane that first crossed the Atlantic in 1919. There was 3 of these that set off from the east coast of, in fact, it started at Rockaway Beach, New York. And it followed the route to Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, the Azores in the middle Atlantic, Lisbon, Portugal, and Plymouth, England. Only one of the 3 airplanes made it, only NC-4, which is here on display, successfully completed the entire flight, and it took 24 days. I can't imagine the courage it took these guys in this airplane to tackle the Atlantic Ocean and to land in different places they did on their trip across the Atlantic. This particular display exhibit really caught Vicky's eye in that she lived in the Azores, and in fact our daughter Amy was born there. This display depicts what happened on January the 16th of 1942. These three men were stranded when they had to ditch their airplane because of radio silence, and they rode in this raft for 34 days. Quite amazing. I included this engine picture in here because it was an amazing display of the engineering and creativity of the United States during World War II. It's a Pratt & Whitney 2800, and it powered, amongst other things, the F-6F Hellcat, the F-4U Corsair, Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, and other combat aircraft. And after World War II, it powered the Douglas DC-6 and other airliners. I hope you enjoyed our walk through the Naval Air Museum there in Pensacola, and thanks for watching.